Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates is all set to get its first Hindu temple, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in its groundbreaking ceremony via a video conferencing. In fact, the United Arab Emirates government had announced that it was allocating land in Abu Dhabi to build a grand temple during Modi's first visit to the Emirates in 2015. And WION's Nishchita Virendra brings you more from Abu Dhabi.
It's more than a place of worship. Abu Dhabi's first Hindu temple is conceived as a community centre. It will house a library and have provisions to celebrate festivals.
The biggest highlights in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit this time around is him inaugurating the entire process of construction for the first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi. There is one temple complex in Dubai, but there are no temples in Abu Dhabi. And let's remind our viewers here that in the entire UAE, the Indian diaspora population is as strong as 3.3 million. And this diaspora is the biggest expatriate community in the UAE.
The UAE and India have entrusted the design, construction and management of the temple to the Babs Swaminarayan Sanstha.
Never dreamt that one day we'll get the temple license here. I will give thanks first to Modi ji, our Yuga Purush, who is responsible for getting this, and also his charisma and his dedication for the community, and that triggered our royal family here. And their concept is quality, affordability, also tolerance and happiness.
The UAE had allocated 55,000 square meters of land in Al Wathba for the temple during Mr. Modi's visit to the Emirates nearly 3 years ago. India says it reflects the commitment of the UAE government to tolerance and diversity.
Put the date for it because we still have to get the approvals of the municipality and everything for the drawings. Drawings are yet to be made, the consultants have been hired, but it will take a little while for that. Actually, groundwork would start a little while after. Once the groundwork starts, I presume it will take about 3 years.
3.3 million Indians live in the United Arab Emirates, accounting for 30% of its total population. And understandably, they are thrilled to have a temple close by.
It was a long cherished dream for all the Indian community here. And the whole process started much earlier. But it got momentum when our Honorable Prime Minister landed here in 2015. The gracious ruler, our Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, he offered a piece of land. And then it started with a small 10,000 square meter plot.
Prime Minister Modi is widely credited for the temple becoming a reality. The Indian diaspora is also grateful to the rulers of the United Arab Emirates. Over the past few years, the UAE has moved fast to promote tolerance, be it the anti-hate law that makes insulting any religion a punishable offence, or setting up the Ministry of Tolerance and Happiness in the country.
Talking about it earlier with most of the people in here, being someone from this place and being a Muslim first of all, we are a nation of peace. Now, if this temple will bring us a peace, why don't we think about it? We would like to have a peaceful environment. Of course, as most of the people in here admitting that this is generosities of our rulers.
Well, this temple will be a long-standing dream being fulfilled of the Indian community right here in the UAE. It will be the first temple of Abu Dhabi, and it will be built out of a stone that will be sourced all the way from Rajasthan in India. Apart from a temple, it will also have a community center, a library, and also a location where several festivals of the Indian community can be celebrated. And something that the Indian diaspora here, which is huge in number, almost 3.3 million in number, is eagerly looking forward to. In Abu Dhabi, with journalist Neeraj Patel, Nishchita, WION.
As Palestine calls, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will renew ties in Ramallah.
Well, we are currently in UAE and soon we will be travelling to Abu Dhabi and Muscat to give you in-depth details on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's three-nation tour.
Come to Ramallah with me, Daniele Pagani, as I track the historic Indian Prime Minister's visit to Palestine.
In the next few days, we will be closely tracking Prime Minister Narendra Modi